blinking for now?
I'm recording.
It's telling you
Oh,
recording.
you got the sound too?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep. That's too
You
bad
weren't
because
always
we.
on the gadgets anyway, weren't you?
Yeah, he
Naturally.
is. He's into toys.
Autofocus, see that? I don't know how you're doing it.
Yep.
Ah, you got your big zoom in here. Oh, a movie star.
You can move in and out on the camera?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
Zoom
can do
in
it.
and
You
out.
can do it by power. Or you can do it manually.
And it focuses on its own, so that's pretty good.
So you have to put certain tapes in there, kind of tapes in there?
Magnetic tape,
Yeah,
like the
just
other one we had last time
Put
we
the
were
tape
here.
in there.
We got you on tape from last
Yeah,
time.
we got you on tape from last time.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
Sure, we showed it to you on television and everything.
Yeah. We'll show you again too.
I've seen this girl before.
I'm in a lot of tapes.
You haven't changed, neither one of you.
Look at
You
the
don't look
library.
older.
I look older.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You're still a young kid look.
Yeah. I don't look old, but I look a lot older.
How old are you now?
33.
33 years old.
Am I? Yeah, I'm
God,
33, yeah.
I can't believe 33 years ago.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's old, or?
No, I mean, I just can't see
Yeah, much
her
time's
33
passed.
years from there. I mean,
Yeah.
but when she first baby, it was a baby. You haven't changed in 10 years then.
Well,
The weight's the same in the camera.
I got this. I got a double chin coming here.
It's noticeable.
Yeah, and I get.
Do you exercise at all?
Yeah, I do. I exercise a bit. We got an exercise room, and I use it once in a while. I got a
Exercise
rowing
room.
machine and a bike and.
Escondido,
bench.
Rancho Bernardo.
Escondido? I know what that is.
Yeah, we had a place there. We had a condo we just sold there.
Another place I used to love, down by Monterey, Coronado Bay, Coronado.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Coronado's part of San Diego.
It is?
that's right. You were there in the Navy,
Yeah,
right?
that's beautiful down there.
Yeah.
Oh, gorgeous.
You don't
But
mind
the-
our.
The only boat you can buy is worth about 100,000. The cheapest boat you can have down there.
It's nice there. You'd like it. You'd like to see that place.
Coronado del Rio, Coronado.
Are you thinking of Hotel Del Coronado?
No, the bay there. There's a inlet.
Well, it's Coronado Bay, yeah.
Okay, well, that's where all the expensive boats are, isn't it?
Oh, you're thinking of Marina Del Rey. Marina Del Rey. That's in the LA
Los
area.
Angeles.
Yeah, that's in Los
You're not
Angeles
down
area.
there, right? You're far to beyond down
Yeah. Oh, we're right on the border.
there.
Yeah.
San Mexico, you mean?
Yeah. Mhm.
I didn't know that. San Diego's that close?
Yeah. It's about 20 minutes from the border, but it goes right up to the border. San Diego goes.
We were down there a week ago yesterday,
Yeah, picking up
some little trinket things.
Trinket things for the nieces and nephews. Yeah. Yeah. San Diego's an interesting place. I wouldn't want to leave it. And,
Does the crowds ever get to you there? I mean, I get so used to living in the country, I think the crowds would drive me neurotic.
I'd go neurotic out here. I couldn't stand it out here. It's like we have every convenience and a lot of people, but you're not bumping into people or anything like that.
When you go down the stores, I mean, you must be all crowded down the stores, isn't it?
Yeah. You go to the movie theaters.
Well, it
there's
depends.
lines.
It depends what stores. There's no bigger lines. The lines in the supermarkets we go to and the department stores we go to aren't any greater than the lines in Putnam. It's, you know, in Putnam you go to a store and they have 8 registers, and in the stores we go to they have, I don't know, 15, 18 registers. You know, I mean, it's all relative. You know, they have to keep people flowing just like
What does
any
food
other
out there
place.
cost? Expensive? By comparison?
Our restaurants, yeah, like we've been having breakfast at like Zips and Barris's and stuff like
And
that.
we get a kick
Well,
out of
Barris's
prices.
now are not. Barris's isn't cheaper than where we are, but Zips is really cheap, and I think you get a good meal there.
Yeah, and they closed the King's Pantry. We were looking forward to eating at the King's Pantry every morning for breakfast at the King's Inn.
You mean down here?
Yeah.
You close that? I didn't know.
Yeah, they closed the King's Pantry. We're staying at the King's Inn. They lost our luggage for the first 2 days. We just got our luggage. We got in late Friday
You sent it
night.
someplace? Where'd you come in on?
We came in on American Airlines through Chicago.
Yeah.
And they lost our luggage. We got in late Friday night. And of course we just got our luggage because all of the gifts were in the luggage. So we couldn't come and give you any gifts or anything like that until this morning. And we had to go out and buy clothes.
You had to buy clothes because you didn't have anything to buy?
Yeah, because we didn't have any luggage, so we spent a couple $100 on clothes, but that's a lot cheaper than we would have, we got a lot more for the $200 than we would have gotten out in California. Clothes are a lot cheaper.
What have rents been out there? 250, 400?
Yeah, rents are probably, you can probably get a very, very basic for $350. Probably $400 or $425. But the kind of place Richard and I would want to live in. I would think the least you could spend is 600. You know, room to breathe.
What's Hank's place now? Hank's got about 850. He's getting for his rent, isn't he?
The home he's renting?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, in that vicinity.
Is that in the affluence society? Affluence of the city?
We've never seen it.
No, we've never seen it, but he says it's quite ordinary. You know, it's like I think he's looking for around 115,000 for his place, and that's not expensive by California standards. So no. In fact, we were telling people, it was cracking them up. The place we live in now is very, very ordinary place, very ordinary, and we bought it as a fixer-upper for $95,000, and we're telling people we bought a fixer-upper for $95,000, and they're cracking up.
Yeah.
$95,000
Well,
is not a fixer-upper, but this is a nice area, not an affluent area, but a nice average area, and it's a nice average house, and it was a fixer-upper, and it was.
No, this having it built, or you.
No, this is the one we're trying to sell right now.
Oh, okay. Right.
And
when you're buying, you're gonna build.
Yeah, it's a development, and we've got $3,000 down that says when we sell our home, we're gonna move into it. So, and that house is, you're not gonna believe the price of the house. The house is about $185,000, and we're gonna put.
I'm not gonna believe it. You're right.
Well, we're gonna put about $5,000 in carpeting and in landscaping. Actually, we'll put in about $10,000, and then we're gonna have a pool built, so it'll be a more than $200,000 home.
Those pools are beautiful. As I say, Pat got one in her place. You're gonna have to see Pat's place one of these days.
Yeah. It's a very ordinary pool we're gonna have put in.
And she's got it built in the ground. It goes 10 feet, 12 feet depth.
Yeah.
4 feet.
But we won't do that. We don't want to drown Richard.
We'll get one of those
Does he swim?
He swims barely.
We'll get one of those 5.5-foot pools or something like that. 6 foot.
Round ones?
We don't know.
We don't know yet.
We've asked for information, and the pool people out there don't want to talk to you until you're ready to buy one.
Yeah.
And what I expected them to send us in the mail was like a little a pamphlet with different
Prices and
showing
styles.
different shapes of pools and the sizes and stuff like that. And all they sent us is some literature on the pump and filters and stuff. Who cares about that? It's behind the scenes stuff. I don't care about what kind of filter I'm going to have right now.
You're going to have it in the ground, you're going to have it above ground?
In the ground.
In the ground, yeah.
And I want to do all my own
tiling.
tiling.
Freezing or anything down there, do you?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Freezing. Are you kidding? It was cold. I saw on the news this morning it's only going to hit 59 degrees in San Diego and Los Angeles.
Only 59.
Yeah.
It was 40 below yesterday. Day before yesterday, 40 below with wind chill.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It was cold
Yeah,
yesterday.
that's without wind chill. Yeah, with wind chills, they said it would go to 40 below. Oh, I tell you,
40 below, that's pretty damn cold.
That's pretty darn cold, yeah, you better believe it. Of course, when we were in Chicago, it was -7 degrees with a wind chill of like -50 below.
Chicago, that's the windy city. That's
Yeah, that was really something. But when we move into this new house, we're going to want to have you out. So we'll have to catch one of those discount airline tickets and have you stay out there with us.
Give them discount on it.
Colette came out and visited us last year for $200.
No kidding.
Round trip tickets.
That would love to go, I know that.
Yeah.
But she's always on flying.
Yeah.
Cost $99 each way. This is last year. They might have that again. So for $198, you know, you get picked up at the airport and you have a place to stay and food and everything else. So that's a pretty inexpensive vacation considering the distance you'd be going and all that stuff.
The way Pat goes, they give her a bonus, and she gets $1,500 bonus for Christmas, plus $2,800 for stock, not stock, what do they call them?
What do they have?
Company shares, company...
Yeah, they have one of these profit sharing type things.
Yeah, profit sharing.
Yeah.
She gets $2,800 a year on top of that. So we could go really out there and no problem at all as far as Christmas, but any other time.
Yeah.
Of course, she doesn't have a job that pays like you do either. I mean, so either one of you.
Well, hopefully by summertime we'll have this home. I hope so.
So
We're in a hurry to get that over with. Get in there.
So
It's going to take some time before we get things squared away. There's no
how's the
landscaping.
company's going? Your business going good?
Seems to be, yeah.
Yours too, Ron?
Company's been through a couple of really tough years, not survival type tough, but really belt tightening type tough and a lot of layoffs. But it's coming out of it. Yeah, it's coming out of it, and I've never been vulnerable. I mean, I'd be the last person to go. You know, one of the last people to go. So I haven't been vulnerable.
What happened to Hank? They cut down top brass in this place too?
Yeah. Yeah. See, Richard was laid off about the same time Hank was.
Oh,
Hank
you
was
were?
laid off longer. Richard was laid off for
Yep.
3 months, and he totally redid our house. You know, fixer-upper. He fixed it up during those 3 months.
You were laid off, but you were guaranteed to come, I mean, go back in, and no guarantee at all?
No, I lost my job.
His company moved to Taiwan, he moved manufacturing to Taiwan.
Oh.
So he had to get another job.
Oh, you're not in the same job then? What are you doing now?
I work in an aerospace company,
Aerospace?
Teledyne Ryan, place where they made the Spirit of St. Louis.
They have another thing that they build. They build fuselage for one of these supersonic helicopters, one of these real super duper helicopters.
You're an astronaut.
Yeah. And they have the, you know, the stuff like you see in James Bond as actually exists right now. They have one of these, what is it, a helmet?
Yeah.
You wear the helmet, and where you turn your head is where the guns turn. So
Really?
yeah, so you put this helmet on, and you are in fact looking at your target.
Yeah, whatever you're looking at is what gets
How do
blown
they do
up.
that? To get to synchronize it?
On the helmet, there's a little tiny eyepiece you look through, and that
Like a
eyepiece,
scanning device?
that eyepiece is lined up perfectly with a laser. So whatever that particular eye is looking at, there's a laser beam on it also.
The supersonic stuff that you read about as fiction actually exists.
You know, they're coming along, we're getting a really advanced world, more or less.
Yeah.
This helicopter flies backwards. It flies at night.
Flies at night, flies
Yeah.
backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Was it super duper?
It flies at silent. It's got silent modes to it, you know, so they can barely hear it.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, scary.
It's amazing.
Now, he
I was
did-
reading The Mystery of the Shroud. They're trying to find out that piece of cloth that had the face of Christ on it.
Yeah, Shroud of Turin, yeah.
Read the digest. And the things they're doing and bringing back to the way that material was at that particular time, and the way they investigated, telling how old it is, and taking microscopic slides and determine the down to something like 10 millionth of a cell structure or a fiber structure, and they can tell and they compare it with others. And I was thrilled by it,
Yeah.
but I don't know enough about it. I mean, it's very it's in Reader's Digest this month.
Yeah.
I wonder why they have a difficult time determining whether that's real or not. Well, I mean, as far as the miracle of his face being transferred and all this, I mean, I don't know about that, but I think our scientists are capable of telling how old material is.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, well,
beyond a
that's
question of a
what they're
doubt.
doing, determining the age, but there's still a. They won't come out and say this is such and such an age, but they will say that this was not a photograph, this was not a duplication, this was not a painting. It's an actual enigma, I guess is the only word I can call it, an enigma of science itself. Because they won't come out and say yes or no on it, but they say this is what we found so far. You draw your own conclusions.
Well, we both work for super duper companies, and we're both doing
Do they have any
well.
branches out here at all?
No, my company's owned by Caterpillar, and Caterpillar's
Tractors.
Caterpillar is worldwide, and they have major sales divisions all over the place. But so